Good afternoon, everybody. We are really pleased to welcome you to our Glion Live Open Day, hosted by Mrs. Georgette Davey, Managing Director at the Glion Institute of Higher Education. Please feel free to interact with us using the chat box. We'll answer all of your questions at the end of the presentation. Enjoy!
Thank you, Ruben. A really warm welcome to Glion. My name's Georgette Davey, and I'm the Managing Director, and I'd like my co-presenter to introduce herself to you today.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jud Haddad. I'm currently in my semester 6 of my bachelor's degree. I'm from Lebanon in Canada, and I'm going to be helping out today.
Thank you. So, we want to share some thoughts with you today about hospitality. Hospitality's changing, and so are the opportunities. Hospitality today and traditionally has been very much focused on hotels, travel, tourism, restaurants, events, and theme parks. But what about the hospitality of tomorrow? Well, that hospitality of tomorrow looks at everything as far as the service experience industry, and it's expanding. It's expanding and including consumer technologies, luxury retail, entertainment, theme parks, motorsports, and even finance. And with that expanding industry, it expands your career options and opportunities for the future. So the Glion difference. Why Glion? Well, Jude, tell us, why did you come to Glion?
So actually, the reason I chose Glion was, firstly, I knew it was one of the top 3 institutions for hospitality worldwide. So I knew it had such a high ranking. Secondly, I really knew Glion knows how to balance the student life as well as the academics. So you're going to get the student experience as well as learn, of course, a lot of important information. And thirdly, just the fact that Switzerland is actually the epitome of professionalism. So I knew it would be the perfect place to study hospitality.
Thank you, Jude. So indeed, yes, Switzerland was that birthplace of hospitality, actually in 1893. And it's also the home of hospitality, but as you say, linked to that professionalism, quality, and precision. So what about the history of Glion? We'd like to share our history with you, and it really comes back to the 1960s. And in the 1960s, we started to see mass tourism. And with that mass tourism, people traveling, the Grand Tour, everybody wanted to stay in hotels with professionals looking after them. So it was actually in 1962 that we opened Glion Hotel School. And it opened with just 15 students, but from 5 different countries. Just 1 year later, we had 89 students coming from over 20 countries. So it really set the scene for being in an international setting. By 1989, we'd actually outgrown our facility here in Glion. We'd gone as far up the mountain as we could, down the mountain as we could, and across the mountain. And that's when we opened our campus in Bulle, just 35 minutes away. We became, and still are, in 2013, the only Swiss hospitality school to have a campus in the United Kingdom, in London. And it was in 2017 that we became and joined our partnership with Somme Education. And what we also did in 2019 was when Somme Education brought Ducasse to be part of our partnership as well. So we have our sister schools, and we enjoy being part of Somme Education. But when our students come to our campuses and join our programs, they really do experience excellence. We are a boutique hotel education, so students are learning in smaller sized classrooms. They're learning from the best. And Jude, what do you find is great about learning in those smaller classrooms?
I find that although you get a very professional university experience, you still have the one-to-one contact with the teachers, and they really do want to see you grow and excel rather than just teach you the information. They really try to give you all the skills that you need to succeed in the future, and they want to see you succeed. So that's what I love most.
That's great. So we have, on average, 35 students per class in our academic classes and a staff-to-student ratio of 1 to 5. So students really do learn from the best and in that time, learned so much about the Glion spirit. And Jude, what does the Glion spirit mean to you?
I mean, the Glion spirit is really just about the Glion family. So especially in these hard times, like we've all been there for each other. All the staff has been there for all the students, especially me being a Lebanese citizen, for example, in light of the recent events, the political events and everything. Glion has really offered so much support, reached out to all the Lebanese students and just tried to be there for us. And it's really just a family altogether. So.
That's great. And quite a big family too. So accreditation is also very important to us here at Glion, and our programs are accredited by NECI, which is the New England Commission of Higher Education, and other schools that are accredited by NECI include Harvard, MIT, and Yale. We are also quality assured by the QAA over in our United Kingdom London campus. We also think that ranking is critical to our success. So we are currently identified as number 3 in the world for hospitality and leisure management. And also number 3 as far as employer reputation. And employer reputation is critical to our success, with our students undertaking their bachelor's degree and then going and heading off and building their careers for the future. So we really are one school. We're Glion. We operate in 2 countries with 3 campuses. And maybe, Jude, you'd like to introduce something about our Glion campus, where we are today.
So the Glion campus, really, firstly, it's a wonderful place with wonderful views, obviously. Secondly, the really nice part about it is that we have our practical arts semester here. So we really, like from the first semester, we get to delve into the hospitality life, we get to see everything, we get to see how it is to work from the bottom and know, like, for example, in the beginning, in the future, when we're going to be managers, we can see how we felt and work from this and excel. And we really worked with such professional staff. So some of the chefs in one of our courses were actually meilleurs ouvriers de France. As well, we had one of the best sommeliers in the world teaching us in semester 1. So really, it was a great experience and very professional.
Fantastic. And then you moved from the Glion campus and you're now studying over on our Bulle campus. Maybe you can introduce our Bulle campus to our guests today.
So the Bulle campus is around 45 minutes away from the Montreux campus, and it's a different ambience. So it's very professional. It's a very professional working environment. And as you mentioned before about the smaller classes, you really do get to learn a lot and get to know your teachers a lot. And the entire ambience there is just to get to know each other and just learn from the best. So.
Fantastic. And then, in addition, there's our London campus, which is situated in what you can see here of Downshire House. And Downshire House is part of the estate of University of Roehampton. So our students studying in southwest London with easy access to central London. So our degrees are really much more than a degree. They really are a career maker. So from our students starting with their practice makes perfect in our practical arts semester, as Jude has just explained here on our Glion campus, to then going out onto internships and getting that real-world experience. Our students are learning everything about business so that they're able to apply that business knowledge. And in semester 7, going into their specializations and becoming a specialist before heading out on their careers. Jude, which specialization are you planning to do in semester 7?
So in semester 7, the specialization I'm planning to do is actually going to be the finance and hotel development one. And this is due to the fact that I did my internship in a 5-star luxury hotel, and I really loved the processes and the workflow of hotels. So it really inspired me to choose the specialization and go on with it in the future towards excellence.
Fantastic. So how do we achieve this with all of our students and with our community here on campus? Well, it's all about transformative learning. And it's an environment where students are not only learning, gaining the knowledge, but also the abilities in which to thrive in the future. So whether it's from their academic studies in the classroom, to the leadership training, and also that professional development. So it's not just inside the classroom, it's outside of the classroom as well. And Jude, you're part of the SGA. with that membership of the SGA, how do you feel you've developed those leadership skills?
Being part of the SGA has honestly completely changed me as a person. I've had to take leadership of the marketing department, and working with such professional people and leaders themselves. It's really changed me in terms of time organization, in terms of my skills. They taught me a lot about how to actually be a student government association and be responsible for so many students, in terms of organization, time management, just everything. Honestly, they completely built my leadership skills, and still learning, of course.
That's great. So our students really do learn from the best. And as we explained earlier, we have those experts within our practical arts from Fabienne Foy, Benoit Carsoneau, Chantal Whitman, and also Risa, all there to support our students as they're learning. But also when our students move into their academic studies, from Dr. Barbara Miller, who's our academic dean, all the way through to the experts who lead on our specializations. They really are learning from the best inside and outside of the classroom. But what about our academics? Well, in figures, we've got over 74 members of our faculty and practical arts instructors, all here to look after you through your studies. And they reflect those number of nationalities, over 17 nationalities amongst our academics. But we did a great calculation because we know that the expertise of our teams come from working within the industry as well as having academic qualifications. And we looked at how many years of experience are standing in front of our students every single day. And you can see that there are over 1,576 years of experience that our students are learning from every single day. But what about our students? Well, we've got over 1,600 students, a long way from that 1962 when we started with just 15. You can see that it's around a 50-50 split between our male and our female students. But also you can see there are over 22 nationalities that could be in one classroom. And Jude, how do you benefit from being in such an international setting day after day in the classroom?
It's really, honestly, it's amazing to be able to learn other cultures just firsthand instead of just, seeing it elsewhere. I really my tolerance has grown so much. I've learned so much about different cultures, and I've learned so many new languages as well, and picked up on words. And I have friends from all over the world, so it's great.
So that is really a worldwide family now. Fantastic. So student development. What we do is we unlock the potential of our students from day one of their arrival on our campuses, really with that progressive learning, with the students at the centre of everything that we do. Whether it's the international environment we've just discussed, developing soft skills, having those employability skills, developing their practical arts, which I know you're going to hear more about within this meeting today, to the progressive learning principles. Learning from practice, looking at that within fundamentals, taking it to management and on to leadership, and all enhanced by those professional internships. So the programs that we have for our high school graduates are the Bachelor of Business Administration. We also have a 4-year bachelor's program, and we also have some summer programs for students who are that little bit younger, wanting to know if Glion is the place for them to come. But it really is also about that luxury element, and students can undertake a luxury hospitality summer program as well. So many exciting opportunities. But the programs for our young professionals and career changers is our masters. So we also have a range of masters programs, all specialized either in international hospitality business, luxury management or guest experience, hospitality, entrepreneurship and innovation, or also real estate, finance and hotel development. So students can progress from their bachelor's program, which we're going to hear more about, onto a master's in the future. bachelor's programs. Let's have a look at that in a little bit more detail. Our Bachelor of Business Administration in Hospitality and Business is actually a 7-semester program. It lasts for 3.5 years, and our students start here on practical arts. And Christophe, I know you'd like to tell us a little bit more about that practical arts semester and then the students' first internship.
Hello everyone, so I'm Christophe Gully, the Dean of Practical Arts, and I will introduce you the Practical Arts Semester 1 and Semester 2. So the Semester 1 lasts 20 weeks with different courses, such as the F&B with our 2 restaurants, Bellevue restaurant and Fresh restaurant, 2 different concepts, with the students on the field in a different environment. The first one, our Bellevue restaurant, the gastronomic one, that is open for public and students, for students to experiment the gastronomic environment from service side and kitchen side. We have the healthy restaurant, the Fresh, for students to experiment another concept. Students working with uniform, that is t-shirt, sneakers and jeans, which is the opposite of the uniform that they have in a gastronomic restaurant. And the students, they interact with the instructors in service and kitchen, with the expert coming from different environment, with our Meilleur Ouvrier de France, the peer recognition for the service and the kitchen, but every time in a short group with maximum 12 students, opportunity for students to interact as much as they can with our instructors. So aside the F&B concept, we have the front office and the students working at the reception, welcoming the guests for the restaurant and in both campuses. And with the front office courses, the students will be able to study the checking process, the checkout process with our property management system. And in addition of the front office courses, we have the courses dedicated to wine with Paolo Basso, our expert in wine, the best sommelier in the world 2013. And the students will have the opportunity to taste the wine with the experts and again interact as much as they can with the experts. So within the program, with 20 weeks, the students will have an immersion in hospitality excellence. Opportunity for the students to select the department where they would like to perform for the semester 2, which is the internship. So we have with us today Lorenzo, coming from Italy, who had experimented the semester 1 and semester 2. So Lorenzo, can you tell us a little bit more about your experience in semester 1 and then in semester 2, because I guess you had an experience in London, yes. Correct?
So nice to meet you all. My name is Lorenzo, I'm Italian, and I'm currently attending the 6th semester of Glion. Talking about the first semester has been a great experience because we all had the opportunity to try each week one different operational position of the hospitality industry. And I still remember that thanks to the week at the Bellevue restaurant as a waiter, I understood that I would have done my internship in the food and beverage department. For my second semester, I did it in London, working at the Savoy Hotel as a waiter. And it's been a unique experience. I've grown a lot. I learned many things. For example, how hard it is to be a waiter, or the critical importance of respect towards anyone in the work environment, and other important values.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Can you tell us maybe your favorite moment of the semester 1?
So I would say that my favorite moment is the week at the Bellevue, not only as a waiter, but also in the kitchen, because I really saw how a kitchen of a fine dining restaurant works. Because I would say it's not a kitchen, but it is an industry, a factory, where every person has his task, his goals, and is all divided and structured in the most efficient way.
Thank you, Lorenzo. So I hand over now to Georgette Davy for the rest of the program.
Okay, thank you very much. I know, Lorenzo, you're going to stay with us, and because you're now in semester 6.
Exactly.
So it's been a fast journey.
Long journey. Fast, yes, because it was funny, but at the same time, I still remember every course, every week, every teacher of my journey here in Glion.
That's great to hear. So, Once our students have done their practical arts in semester 1 and done their internship in semester 2, they come back to semester 3. And semester 3 is all about hospitality fundamentals. And within the hospitality fundamentals, the students are studying marketing, hospitality financial accounting, and they're also looking at people and performance. And Lorenzo, can you tell me, which was your favorite subject in semester 3?
So my favorite subject was marketing, because we started to analyze and evaluate the brand and marketing strategy of the company we worked for during the second semester. So as you said, the third semester is very interesting because after 2 practical semesters, the students start to study the theoretical part of the business. So they study to analyze and to evaluate businesses starting from the company they worked for during the second semester.
So that must have been an interesting project.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Definitely.
So when our students have gone through their semester 3, really learning about those hospitality fundamentals, they move to semester 4. But within that semester 3, they're learning about the key concepts, the decision-making skills, but also interpersonal skills. So moving to semester 4, our students are then moving on with marketing, doing sales and digital marketing, managerial accounting, management of rooms, and also looking into and understanding languages. And you've learnt more than one language while you've been here with us.
Exactly. I developed my English, and then I'm learning French, and then I will have the opportunity to learn other language during my journey.
Fantastic. And why do you think language skills, along with all of those other skills, learning about the finance, learning about marketing, and learning about people management, how do you think that's going to help you with your future, Lorenzo?
Well, first of all, it helps know French and other language because we are in international school. So it's always nice to talk French with your French friends and English with your British friends. So first of all, for a personal reason. And then for the business, the course we follow are aimed for a future in business. So the French we learn is not, I would say, regular French, but we learn the sentence, the words, and the vocabulary of, I would say, a formal French, a business French.
Mm-hmm. So you think that's going to be a great advantage to you
definitely.
In the future. So within semester 4, again, students coming up with those innovative solutions, but also learning the management and how to take management decisions. In semester 5, our students head off for their second internship, and this is quite a different internship from the first internship. Students are learning about management in practice, so taking that theoretical understanding from all of their subjects into that semester 5 internship, where they're getting real-life managerial approaches, problem-solving skills, and critical thinking skills, so that they're in that return to industry and have a full year of industry experience by the time they finish their degree. And then in semester 6, so Lorenzo, you're in semester 6.
Exactly.
What's been the greatest thing about semester 6 so far?
Well, even if I just started the semester, I can say that my favorite subject is business development strategy. With Mrs. Caulfield, which is a teacher, we are really going into the essence of different business strategies in order to evaluate them, to understand their strengths, their weaknesses. And for my project, I am working on the business strategies of Alitalia. So I'm starting to understand and evaluate which were the reasons that brought Alitalia almost to bankruptcy.
Interesting.
Very
so
interesting.
You feel that those stepping stones that you've taken from your practical arts, the internship, semester 3 on fundamentals, semester 4 on management, semester 5 back into industry, and now learning about strategy. It's an exciting time.
Yeah, definitely, because semester after semester, you study different fields of the business, and after the program, you have a completed puzzle with all the pieces, with all the semesters. So for example, in semester 2, I learned how employees in a company are fundamental. As the CEO of Four Seasons always say, the employees are the best asset of a company. And in other semester, I learned other important theoretical side of the business, which are fundamental for my personal career.
Fantastic. So soon be heading on to semester 7, and in semester 7 our students undertake that specialization and also their business project. So our students can either specialize in luxury brand management, international hotel development, international event management. And which of those are you thinking about doing at the moment, Lorenzo?
So I will do the specialization in finance, since finance has always been one of my biggest passions. And my plan for my future are to specialize in finance, then to do a master in finance, and then I'm sure that with the combination of the academic background I will own, I will start to look for a position in the public relations department of an hedge fund.
Fantastic. So really thinking about that career already.
Yeah, exactly.
So our students also in that 7th semester have to take a bachelor's thesis or they take an applied business project. So within the applied business project, our students are working on live projects out there with companies. So great opportunities for them to take all of their knowledge and put it into practice. In addition to going out on a specialization field trip, an exciting opportunity for the students to meet with great industry knowledge and also professionals. So it's really as our students come to the end of their studies that they really are creative and innovative, flexible, and able to look at the whole business and set their careers for the future. So looking at those 3 specializations, as we say, it's the luxury brand management in hospitality. It looks at a real cross-section of the industry. Whether it's private jets, the luxury industry, it really does go beyond pure hotels and is looking at that brand management of luxury. We've then got the International Hotel Development and Finance, which is the one that Lorenzo is planning to take to build his career for the future. And then we have International Event Management. Many major events now, or if not smaller events, really is a major part of the hospitality industry. But what is also quite unique about our program here in Glion is that our students all start their journey on the campus here where we're standing today. It's where Lorenzo started his journey. I'm sure you've got very fond memories of being on this campus.
Definitely.
And also, as Christophe explained earlier, students also go on a 2-week masterclass down to Paris. So just in semester 1, our students have visited and lived in 2 locations. Heading off on to semester 3, our students can either study their semester 3 on our Buhl campus, just 35 minutes away from here, or on our London campus in the United Kingdom. The students may also choose to take a semester abroad with our sister school, La Roche Marbella. Semester 4, again, perhaps the students will decide to take a semester out in China. And then coming back to semester 6 and 7, a student can then decide to take that in Buhl or in London. So exciting opportunities for our students to continue to move locations, but also to drive their choices as they undertake their degree. So really exciting times for our students. So just to bring some information about those entry requirements and admissions support, for any students to come onto our bachelor's degree, they need to have a minimum age of 17 and a half, and they need to have completed any senior secondary education with a diploma. The English language qualifications, if you've been studying for 2 years in English, and that's been the primary language, then that's part of that English language admissions. Alternatively, an IELTS at 5.5 or the equivalent in TOEFL and 5 Cambridge. Lorenzo, before we stop this part of the presentation on the bachelor's, if you were sitting out there where our audience are today, why would you say, come and study at Glion? What have you loved about your journey?
Well, I always say that Glion is a great experience because it's a combination of different factors. First of all, the practical and theoretical side. I come from Italy, where in Italy is all theoretical. And when I came here, I saw that while the morning I was studying the theory, the same afternoon I was applying the theory study into practice. And for many other reasons, for example, the fact that we are a big international school, so it's definitely way more open-minded than it is in Italy. And then I would say because The people in Glion, as we say, the Glion spirit are really people that want to live, want always to make party, want always to study. They are always excited on what they do. So I would definitely say that Glion is a 360 degrees experience with multi-interesting values.
That's great. And along that journey, what's been the most challenging thing that you've had to do, Lorenzo?
So I would say the most challenging things has been the first internship because it was my first job. So I have to learn everything. I have to learn the basics. But I had an advantage because I learned many things during the first semester that I applied on the second semester. So it's really a training session, the first semester, for the second semester, to be ready to start the internship and to be ready to serve a customer without being anxious, without being tense. And
So do you feel it's really built your confidence as a professional for the future?
yes, definitely. I would say that I've grown a lot during these 6 months. I was shy, I didn't like public speaking, but after 6 months, I completely changed. I start to like it. I start to understand how important it is for the career. And that's it.
I think everyone can see today that presenting in public is exactly what Lorenzo is doing now and doing with great confidence. Well, Lorenzo, thank you so much for joining us today. And we will now be moving over, and I'd like to introduce my colleague Jackie Lutz to you, who is the lead on our career and internship team.
My name is Jackie Lutz, and I am Head of Career and Internship here at Glion. I'm delighted to be with you today to tell you a little bit more about internships at Glion. And with me, I have Venus, who is a 6th semester student who will also introduce herself. Venus.
Hello, everyone. My name is Venus Omorade, and I'm Irish and Nigerian. And like Ms. Jackie said, I'm in my semester 6.
So, the internship department at Glion currently consists of 7 members. I can see 5 of them on the screen. And we are based in Switzerland, but we take care of all 3 departments, all 3 campuses. Our role as a department is to really guide the students and take care of them as they prepare all aspects of their internship, from building a professional CV, to penning a flawless motivation letter and taking professional interviews with recruiters around the world. And also we give individual personalized advice upon request. Indeed, the leitmotif of our department is personalized service. I think you have had experience of the department.
Yeah, I worked with the Careers and Internship department when I first needed my first internship. And one thing I love about the department is that they have an open door policy where you can come in at any time to help, and they're always there to support you.
So our support is open to all students, whether they're preparing for their first internship, which will be of an operational nature, or their second internship, which is more of an of a supervisory level of an internship. And Together, these 2 internships obviously form the basis of and the foundation of a professional career. Venus, tell us about your first internship experience.
So I did my first internship at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Qatar, and I worked in the rooms division department, and I worked in call center as a call operator.
Okay, and what did you learn from your internship?
My internship was really interesting. You know, I was able to get like 3 experiences from rooms division, F&B, and call center, and it really groomed me to be the person I am today.
Okay, thank you. And as you can see, Venus was in Qatar, and she's from Ireland originally and living, I think, in the UK. Is that right?
Yeah, mixed.
So really international internships available for our students. Let's take a look at some of the facts about the internship. These figures that you can see are based on The 2019 figures, where over the total year we had 876 students on internship. That covers all programs, both first and second internship of the bachelor program and our master's students. These students were in 58 different countries. And based all around the world. I think you can see the distribution among the different areas, regions. On our Career Internship portal, which is, I believe, where you found your internship,
Yes.
Venus, we had a total of almost 7,000 offers, 6,700 and a few, on our portal, which works out at an average of 7.7 internship offers per student. On our campus, we had over 250 companies visiting. The companies are coming to recruit our students for their internships, for their jobs, and we are assisting with, first of all, the organization of the visits and also the liaison of the students with the companies. So let's take a look at some of the examples of internship. I think Venus has already said that she was in Doha.
Yeah.
At the Ritz-Carlton. Venus, you haven't done your second internship yet, have you? I think you're planning to do that after your semester 7.
Yes, I am.
What are you hoping for?
So I'm hoping to look for a more administrative role, more than I did my operational in the first semester. So more in sales and marketing, and I'm looking towards different locations, really, Middle East, Spain, and Paris, and the UK.
Perfect. So some great ambition there for your second internship.
Yeah.
Our students are not only going into hospitality, they might be in international event companies, they might be in luxury companies, and also in financial institutions. These are more second internship level opportunities or master level opportunities, having already had a first experience in a really operational role in a hotel or a restaurant. So we have, for example, a sales and marketing at the Mandarin Oriental in Thailand. We have an example of events internship with UEFA based in Switzerland. Some of our students are going to luxury companies such as luxury watch companies. Again, an example in Switzerland with Hublot. And real estate and finance companies. Here an example with BNP Paribas. Who are the companies who are mainly employing our students for their internship? I think we have a good distribution of companies here you can see. Marriott obviously being one of the largest organizations in the world in terms of hospitality, number of companies. There are around 30 companies under the Marriott umbrella, including the Ritz-Carlton, which is where you did your internship. Yeah. And many, many of our students are going to these companies. Most of the other companies on this list are world-renowned, and they come regularly to recruit our students at our events, notably to our career and recruitment days, which we hold on campus twice a year. In fact, we've just held our very first online version of this event, which took place a couple of days ago, where we had 80 companies present and over 1,000 students. Venus, perhaps you can tell us your experience of that day, because you attended, right?
Yeah, so we had the Careers Glion Connect and Career Online, and it was a really nice experience because it was the first time we were doing this before, and it was still a good opportunity to interact and network with companies, and I think companies also enjoyed doing it with us, so it's a really nice experience, and I was able to network and still stay in contact with companies.
Because, as we said, you're not looking for your internship
not right
just
now.
yet. So one of the reasons for you to attend was really to build your network.
Yeah, it was.
And building a network is so important these days. And we're finding that when the companies come on campus, the students are really open to networking with them, and the companies are delighted to network with the students as well. Yeah. Venus, you found your internship on our Career and Internship portal, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Our Career and Internship portal is a unique portal for our students only, built particularly with them in mind by our department. It's a 3-interface portal, so obviously students, companies, and the school. And it is a repository for all our students' CVs. It is a directory of all our company contacts, and this is where all the companies are posting their offers. So it's our personalized database for students and companies, linking the two, obviously. So can you explain a little bit more about the student experience of the portal, Venus?
I feel it's really easy to navigate. Like, it's just a database that you put your keywords in, or if you're looking for a particular company or hotel, you can just search it up and it comes up with different job titles. And you also have an app, so it's kind of nice to have it with you as you go around to just see if they've updated it or any new alerts. So yeah, it's really user-friendly for young adults like me.
So it means you can never really escape the Career Internship department because it's on an app. So you might, for example, be on the train and you get an alert that says that your ideal dream internship has come up. What would you then do? You could just go and apply immediately, right?
Immediately, because your CV is on it and you just upload it and you send it to the
So you just click and it goes.
It's off.
Yeah, it's amazing. So it's a really user-friendly portal, I think, both for recruiters and for students.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of career placement, we can see many of the same companies on this list as we saw on the internship placement list. Why is this? This is because these companies really do come and choose their interns, and then they like to take them back and offer them positions. In fact, we find that up to 50% of second internship students are offered a position once they graduate. Not all of them take the opportunity. Some want to go and find a different company, but it's always, let's say, a really good plan B. And it's also, obviously, the beginnings of their network. So main companies up there, again, in the hospitality industry all around. And these companies, again, based all around the world. The combination of the two professional internships that our students will undertake while they're at Glion, combined with the intensive academic program that they follow, is really the key to the employability of our students. And indeed, 98% of our job-seeking students have one or more employment opportunities on graduation day, and we're very proud of that figure. Which brings us nicely to talk about our alumni, which is a global network of all our alumni, again, very much reflective of our student body, based all around the world. So, a few figures. Our current database of alumni consists of over 15,000 alumni. These people, these young people, and not so young, are based in over 160 countries around the world. It is indeed very difficult to go somewhere and not meet a Glion alumni, and I've had personal experience of that. 51, round about half of our alumni, continue within the world of hospitality, so working in hotels, restaurants, tourism, while the other remaining 50% are in similar related consumer goods industry. 50% of our students working in large corporations, and I think another good indicator of our employability potential is that up to 86% of our young graduates are in manager roles 5 years after their graduation from Glion, which is a very nice figure. So where are they? They're, as I've said, all around the world. I think we have a very large percentage in Western Europe, but we also have many alumni in the Americas and in Asia, and in all other areas of the world we can find our alumni. Thank you very much for your attention for this presentation on our Career and Internship Department. I'd like to hand over now to my colleague, Ms. Dominique Robassa, who will talk to us about life at Glion. Thank you.
My name is Dominique Wobassa, and I'm responsible of the student affairs here at Glion. Basically, the student affairs takes care of everything related outside of the classes, everything to do with the student life on campus, starting by the integration of the students. We're also here to help students to develop their leadership skills, and this through various activities and programs that we offer on campus. We're also here to support their well-being, as well as taking care of everything to do with their entertainment. Today we've got Jude, who is also part of the Glion, the Student Government Association, who's going to share with you her student life, her experience of the student life on campus.
Hello again, everyone. So, as Ms. Robasseur mentioned, the Student Affairs Department really does several things for the students to get the actual student life experience. So, of the many things, firstly, we have the events and excursions. So the first category of things would be the cultural ones. So there's many cultural events such as MasterChef, the World of Wine. On the other hand, there's many excursions that are seasonal. So for example, in the winters here in Switzerland, they organize ski trips and snowboarding trips. And for the people who like adventure and adrenaline like I do, there's activities such as paragliding, tobogganing, and of course, students who come to Switzerland probably would like to explore it. So there is a diverse array of Swiss excursions for students to understand the culture and everything about Switzerland, with all from the courtesy of the Student Affairs Department. And not only are there events and excursions, but there's also many facilities that the students have access to, so we really do have the ability to stay fit and stay healthy. Firstly, for example, in the Montreux campus, we have an internal gymnasium and fitness center. As well, we have access to an Olympic-sized swimming pool, as well as tennis courts. On the other hand, in the Bull campus, there's partnerships with 2 gyms, and so students have free access to the gyms, as well as the classes that are offered by the gyms. Moreover, there's some external classes, such as boxing, kickboxing, and yoga. And around Bull, there's squash courts, tennis courts, horseback riding, all offered to students. On the other hand, we also have sports clubs and teams. So in Glion, we have the football team, the basketball team, the rugby team. And when you come to Glion, if there's any sports that you would like to play that aren't available, all you have to do is gather enough people and go to the Student Affairs Department, and they'll take care of all the logistics of renting a court or making the practice time. So anything you need, they'll be there to help.
The Glion Ambassador Program. This is a program where the Student Affairs actually select the students. They have to send us a CV, a motivation letter, and then they go through the process of an interview. When they become an ambassador, they are going to then represent the school internally and externally, but they're also responsible to enhance the student life on campus. And they'll also have the possibility to develop everything related to their leadership skills, and this through various projects or activities that they'll have to achieve while being ambassadors on campus.
Now, on the other hand, we have the Student Government Association, which, as mentioned before, I'm the marketing executive of. So the Student Government Association is basically the link between the students and the student affairs. And we help out with all the other committees, and we work together with them to create really good student life. The committees we have 9 of them. So there's the culinary committee, there's a networking committee, there's the arts committee, which accepts all types of talent. There's a charity committee, which gives back to the community around us. The sports committee, the entrepreneurship committee, the graduation committee, the green committee, which deals with helping the environment and taking care of the environment, as well as the wine committee. And of course, the Student Affairs gives us many opportunities to volunteer in the community and give back to our community. So as you can see here, we have a group of students who actually volunteered to clean up the local area of Bull. This, of course, helps the locals, it helps us, and it helps us give back to the community that we live in. And now there's a series of really important Glion events that happen during the semester, which are organized by the Student Affairs. Firstly, we have the MasterChef competition, where students learn how to cook, and they get to prepare their dishes and submit them into the competition. And the judges are actually some of the Glion staff that have the accreditation of Meilleurs d'Ouvriers de France. So they choose who the best dish is, and of course that student ends up winning. Another thing that we have is the networking conferences, which are organized by the networking committee that I mentioned before. So the networking committee looks around for entrepreneurs and professionals and brings them to our campuses to actually present to the students and give them some advice about their futures, some tips for future success, and how to excel in their futures, basically with a lot of career advice. And finally, this is my personal favorite, there is the cultural fair. So in the cultural fair, students get to represent their countries, their cultures, their traditions. They get to do this through wearing their country's traditional clothes, making the food, playing the music. So when you come to Glion, all you need to do is find the students that are from the same nationality as you, and you can work together to create your own stand for your country. There are so many things that happen within the student affairs and within the student life. So if you want to see the updates or things that are going on, just follow Glion Hospitality School on Instagram. And don't hesitate to direct message us in case you have any concerns. We are here at your disposal.
Thank you, Jude. Last but not least is, of course, the priority is the well-being of the students. On the health side, we've got some health advisors that are available on both campuses, and we've also got security available 24 hours and 7 days. Also, because our students live on campus, for us it's really important that they feel incorporated into the Glion community, part of the Glion spirit. Therefore, the policy of the school is open door, which means that students can come and see us at any time. And that's really nice because it helps us to build a close relationship with them. Thank you. Now it's time for questions. Should you have any questions, please put them into the chat box and my colleagues will answer them to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
To me, the Glion spirit is dedicated, passionate, and multicultural.
Unity, friendship, community, fun,
teacher support, networking,
opportunities,
excellence,
experts, experience, self-development,
emotions, happiness,
lively,
values,
discovery,
international,
knowledge,
ambition,
future.
The Glion spirit lasts forever.
So Mrs. Davy, Lorenzo, I have a few questions for you. The first one is for you, Lorenzo. Can you tell us, is it mandatory to speak both French and English when studying at Glion?
So the only language mandatory is English, even though we have the opportunity, as we said before, to learn different language as French and Chinese. So the classes are in English.
Okay, thank you very much. Mrs. Davy, can you tell us more about the professional image on campus and what are the rules for students?
Well, professional image is very important to us, and I know, as Lorenzo mentioned earlier, how important it is that he's built that confidence. And this is all about not just the soft skills, but it's all about how we present ourselves in any setting. So all of our students here in Glion, it's not just because it's an open day that we're dressed like this. This is all day, every day, during our class days and working days. And it's so important. The hospitality industry will require our students to dress professionally and appropriately when they go into the industry. So it's not just about wearing a suit, it's about what type of suit is appropriate to this professional setting. So our students, whilst they're in practical arts, have the practical arts uniforms that they wear so that it's coordinated in the same way that a five-star hotel would. But also in their academic classrooms, they are presented professionally every single day of the week. And it really does make a difference. And I don't know whether Lorenzo can also help out there. Lorenzo, what difference did it make to you about being presented like this every single day?
Well, I understood that as you teach us, the dress code today is fundamental for many reasons. For example, to respect the others, the partners, and the people you are with. So I would say that you really taught me how important it is to be presentable, to be elegant, and to be perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Lorenzo, can you tell us a bit about the accommodations on campus? So talking about Glion and Bull campus, where you have been and lived, and talking about that, where are they located on campus? Mm-hmm. Are they located next to the main buildings where students have classes, lunches, or further up in the village or somewhere else in the city?
So in both campuses, in Montreux and Bull campuses, we have two different types of accommodation. We have, in the Montreux campuses, rooms in the main building. So we have rooms which are in the same building of the classes. And we have 10 minutes walk by here, 2 buildings where there are many other rooms and where is situated fresh restaurant. In Bull, instead, we have rooms in the building, which is called Raymond Jussy. It's the building close to the beginning of the classes. And we have other 2 buildings, 10 minutes walk by the building of the classes, which are TISO 1 and TISO 2.
Okay. And Miss Davy, can you tell us about the London campus?
Yeah, the London campus is slightly different. On our London campus, right next to Downshire House, we have Chadwick Court. And Chadwick Court provides accommodation for students which are single-bedded accommodation with en-suite bathrooms. Our students live in communities, so there's 12 students in one of our townhouses, and in the ground floor of that townhouse they have a large kitchen and a lounge area. So it's probably one of those central differences between our London campus and also the accommodation that Lorenzo was explaining there here in Switzerland. In London, our students do self-cater for themselves, and therefore they have the kitchen and the kitchen facilities to be able to self-cater for themselves or in small groups and study together in those townhouses. Students also have the option in London to live off campus. We found that several of our students prefer to live closer into the city, or maybe their families have got a house close by to the campus. So there's different options, I think, in Switzerland and different options in London.
Okay. And Lorenzo, talking about that, how is life on campus? What's a typical day for you as a student at Glion?
So my typical day starts in the morning where I wake up. I go to the main campuses to follow the classes. We have, on average, 2-3 classes per day of 1.5 hours each. Between each classes, we have breaks. Well, every time my friends and I catch up for a coffee, for a talk, for a cigarette. And then after classes in the afternoon, we have many activities planned by the committees. For example, I do play tennis, we play golf all together, and then after the afternoon, we have some events, some nights, for example, on Thursday and on Friday of the wine committee. And then after them, we have only on Thursday night and on the weekend a party organized by the school at the Globul, which is the discotheque of Bull, where we find only a Glion student. So it's nice because you go in a club with all your friends without any other person.
So you really feel part of the Glion family?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Okay. Mrs. Davy, we talked before with Mrs. Robasser from Student Affairs about the Glion policy, the open door policy we have on campus. Can you tell us more about that, and especially about the student relation desk that we have on Glion Campus and Bull Campus?
So we feel it's really important when we talk about this personalized learning. And I know Jude referred to it in this presentation earlier today, how important she felt if she wanted to have a conversation with one of her faculty, or she wanted to speak to somebody from Student Affairs, a health advisor, or even to myself, or the program manager or the program director. So we really do operate with that open door policy. So we're here to support all of our students, both within the learning context, but also within their growth and development. But it also makes us totally accessible. We also have a student relations desk. So the student relations desk, which we have here in Glion, we also have in Bulle, and we also have over on our London campus. And the student relations desk is really there so that we can bring ourselves in as a leadership team and a management team to be able to be available to students in the reception area of all of our campuses. So on a rota basis, each one of us is there, myself included. So it means students can come and ask me absolutely anything that they would like to know, anything they'd like further details on. We really want to be here to support every single one of our learners on an individual basis as they study, but also answer any questions they may have.
Of course. Lorenzo, one last question for you. Why did you choose Glion?
Well, it's a very difficult question because there are many, many reasons, and I could stay here all day long explaining why I choose Glion. But I would say that the main reasons are that I was looking for a path, a combination between practical arts and theory, the theoretical side of the business. Another reason is that in Glion, I really found the family, because Each classes, as they already said, are composed by 20, 30 students. So the relationship we have with the teacher are unique. Every teacher know my name, know who I am, know my weaknesses, and so on. So the Glion family is really something special because you know that for any problem you can ask to any teacher, and he will be available to help you in any situation you will find yourself.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lorenzo, for your help. Ms. David, thank you very much for your presentation and for all your answers. Should you have any further questions, please feel free to connect with us on our social media, Instagram or Facebook, and visit our website. Now, let me take you around on our Glion campus. As well as showing you the Glion facilities, the short video you're going to watch gives a full overview of our bachelor program. Thank you for your attention. Welcome to Glion. My name is Ruben, and I'm pleased to show you our campus today. Glion Campus is both our flagship and practical learning center. On this campus, we welcome about 350 students, including our bachelor students during their first semester, which is a practical art semester, and some of our master students. In this boutique hotel environment, our students experience the most sophisticated elements of hospitality and fine dining, as well as our unique Glion spirit. Please follow me. On Glion Campus, you will find 16 classrooms and 4 food and beverage outlets run by students. At the Skyline Bar, our students learn about the service processes and the products. They identify ingredients, estimate the cost, work on bar menus, and welcome internal and external guests from Monday to Friday. In the Skyline restaurant, our students learn about service and cooking thanks to the 2 live cooking stations we have. You will find a full variety of homemade food, including vegetarian and gluten-free options. Now we are in the Bellevue, the historical place in Glion. Here, in 1962, the Glion Institute of Higher Education was founded in the former Hotel Bellevue. Today, the Bellevue is a fine dining restaurant renowned in Switzerland. In the Bellevue, our students will work at the bar, create a cocktail, and promote it to a prestigious clientele. They will learn how to dress a table, how to welcome the guests, how to serve them, and most of all, how to anticipate their needs. And this, thanks to their professional instructors, such as Mrs. Chantal Wittmann, meilleur ouvrier de France, maître d'hôtel, service, et art de la table. Hello, Chantal.
Hello, Ruben.
Chantal, I do have a few questions for you.
With pleasure.
First of all, tell us a bit about you and the Bellevue, please.
Yes, so my name is Chantal Wittmann. I am the manager of the gastronomic restaurant Le Bellevue. I'm French and I'm here since 3 years now and working in this wonderful place, which is the Bellevue, with an amazing view on the lake and on the mountains.
So what is a nice table?
For me, a nice table is a table which invites you to sit down. So to me, it should be clear, simple, elegant.
So talking about table, we have to talk about service. What is an excellent service?
To me, an excellent service is a service you don't even notice. Means you're here, you're there, and then you disappear.
Wow. And can our students provide such a gold standard service?
Yes, I'm very proud of our students because actually in 2 weeks, they are providing a service in excellence with the assistance of the instructors.
Great. Thank you very much, Chantal.
You're very welcome, Ruben.
In the Bellevue, our students will also learn how professional chefs run a real gastronomic kitchen. Here, students gain hands-on skills while under the supervision of great chefs, including several winners of the world-renowned Meilleur Ouvrier de France award. Let me introduce you one of our top chefs, Chef Alessandria.
Hello.
Hello, Chef. Chef, tell us a bit about you and your professional experience, please.
I work in the catering basically since 20 years now. I did a lot of competition. I love the challenge, and that's why in 2017 I did the Catering World Cup in Lyon, in France, and I won for Switzerland, so it was a great experience.
And what is a typical day for a student in the Bellevue kitchen?
Basically, they arrive in the morning. We split the team in 4 parts. We divide them in cold kitchen, fish section, meat section, and pastry. Then they do the mise en place, the service for lunch. After the service, they have a workshop, then a break, of course, to have a small rest, and they come back in the evening to do the last service of the day. So basically they've got 2 services every day.
Wow, busy days.
Yes.
Great. Well, I would love to come back for a lunch, but I have to go and meet Jacqueline Lutz, Head of Internship and Career Office. So I have to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, Ruben.
How are you?
I'm good.
Great. Jacqueline, now we have met with professional instructors. Can you explain us what is practical learning so important for our students?
Practical learning is the basis of hospitality. And hospitality is all about customer service. So our students are learning the practical side of hospitality in order to be able to go out into the industry and begin to build their professional portfolio. In other words, they need to have a solid base in operations before they can become managers. You can't manage a team unless you know what the team is doing, right? Mm-hmm. So it's very important that our students are well versed in the practical aspects of hospitality and that they can then go and consolidate those practical skills that they have learned in a professional context.
Which means the first internship.
Which is the first internship. So the first internship is very much operational based. It might be in front office, it might be in F&B, it might be in rooms or housekeeping. But the students are really learning the basics of hospitality in order to grow from that base.
Sure. And what kind of internships can they apply for their second internship?
So the second internship is all about developing their professional competencies and skills that they will have begun to learn in their academic semesters 3 and 4. They might decide to go into finance, HR, sales and marketing. So these internships are at a higher level. They're supervisory or administrative, and they really open the doors to the future different branches within hospitality. So a student will get to know which areas he or she might be interested in or not, which is also very important.
Absolutely. And what do our internship and career department do to support our students when they're looking for an internship?
So our career and internship department is very active with the student body. They will almost literally take every student by the hand, begin to build with them a professional CV, show them how to write a motivation letter, take a good professional interview in order to secure those jobs. We will also introduce them to our career and internship portal, to which they have a unique access, and this gives them the opportunity to connect with up to 4,000 employers and all the opportunities that these employers are posting to our students are available on the portal.
And what about the recruitment day?
Recruitment day is a fantastic opportunity for all our recruiters to have a really personal contact with our students, to network with them, to present their companies and to recruit them for internship and later for jobs.
Jobs, for sure. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Now it's time to visit the accommodations. Let's go. Glion Campus has 6 accommodation buildings. They are located next to the main campus or 5 minutes walk further up in the local village. On Glion Campus, you will find different room settings, including single and double rooms. Last but not least, some of our rooms offer a breathtaking view on the Lake Geneva, but be aware that they are assigned on a first-come, first-served basis. Welcome to the club, our free-floor restaurant. This place is dedicated to students and faculty only. Here, our students are allowed to be in casual dress code. This is the place to be if you want to have fun on Glion Campus or grab a drink with your friends on the panoramic terrace. Talking about student life on campus, let me introduce you Mrs. Dominique Robasser, our Student Affairs Manager.
Thank you, Ruben. So the Glion Ambassador starts with the integration of the student. It's really important that students feel part of the Glion family and the Glion spirit. And this starts upon their arrival on campus through various activities such as team building, icebreaker, excursions, and many more. Part of the student life is for them also to develop their leadership skills, and this can be done through the Glion Ambassador Program. The Glion Ambassador Program is a program where students get selected by us and will have the responsibility to represent the school as well as enhancing the student life on campus. We also have the Student Government Association, who is responsible for the students' governance and their committees, such as the Wine Committee, the Arts Committee, the Networking Committee, the Charity Committee. We also encourage our students to keep themselves healthy, and therefore they have access to the fitness centre as well as our gymnasium. We've also got an Olympic swimming pool and clubs that they can join, such as rugby, soccer, badminton, tennis, yoga, boxing as well, and many more. And what the best way to get to know your fellow students? By joining our excursion. Enjoy the teaser.
Finally, let me show you The Fresh, our concept restaurant inaugurated 2 years ago. Open to the public, The Fresh provides healthy food for a positive and active lifestyle, with locally sourced ingredients, amazing views, and a gold standard service. I hope you enjoy the tour, and I really look forward to seeing you soon on Glion Campus. The Glion family is waiting for you.